Hello, this is Lonnie, dispatching from the studio, realizing that this is going to be really good for my arms. I need longer arms. I've been promising myself for a while to show you what I'm doing in the studio, and part of that time was taken figuring out what I was going to do in the studio. As the larger questions of changes and futures hangs in the balance. It's May. It's like the 47th day of May, and I ran across this tray. If you've been to the studio, there are trays everywhere with projects and bits and parts. This was all paper, and this is a little piece of scenery from some store window or something that we did a while back. That's probably Jane's work, and wonderful pieces of paper from the paper fashion show a long time ago. But it was these bits that got really excited about. Paper mache, in this case in rubber molds, because I happen to have a lot of rubber molds because of the candy line and some other things and a lot of projects. And I decided that I wanted to play with paper. And so we dragged out a whole bunch of molds, as you see on the table here, and started experimenting. I'm working with a couple of different compounds. These are commercial paper mache mixes. This is my sludge that's of junk paper and starches, and I'll explain that a little bit more about that in a minute. So I'm just going to mix up some paper. So I spared you the massive amounts of blending and mushing time to make this mud. So I've made myself this mixture of combination of, like I said, junk paper and various other ingredients. And just going to work it into mold. So I tried to combine ingredients that sticky enough that it wants to stick in the mold and cuts off nicely, fine enough that it picks up the detail, and but not so wet that it doesn't ever dry. And I think the combination of the because I found the Amaco to be really crumbly, and the Activa to be really sticky. So I like this combo that I've got between the newsprint, junk, shred paper, and these other ones is sticky enough that it's working. Really applying a lot of pressure, getting deep into these molds. Slightly raised, there's a tiny bit of shrinkage. The way to tell is by temperature. The ones that are much closer to room temperature are most likely close to being ready to be popped. There's a nice little ornament. Here's some nice little Victorian bits. Yeah, we get some really nice texture. These are some jewelry bits. Really looking forward to that. But as you can see, just about every shape and size. So a lot of these are getting ready for demolding. Over here, I can show you some of the bits that we've gotten out so far. I'm calling them bits, more than that. The ornaments, the paper castings, I guess. I even tried, in this process, I even tried casting eggshell. It's not bad. It's an interesting texture, obviously very strong. I may do a lot more of that. I've been collecting a lot of eggshells. This is like that ornament I just popped. As you can see, we've got, in this case, we've got like almost sheets of gems. And I'm looking forward to like putting together all the Halloween bits, you know. Here's a pumpkin and a skull and an owl and bats. It'll be fun to see what we can do with some of this, some of the larger carousel animals, ornaments. So we'll see what comes out of all of this. Thank you for the visit. It was actually nice to show you what's going on, and it's nice to get going again. Take care.